Oh my goodness, it feels like it's been forever. Guys, my name's Billy. If you're new here, definitely be sure to like this video and also be sure to subscribe to the channel because, yeah, I'm saying that because we're going to be doing things again. Guys, WWE right now could possibly be telling the best story ever. And we've talked about it numerous times, and we've talked about this storyline numerous times over here on this channel. Now, we haven't talked about it in depth like where it's at now because, see, I wasn't around for Wrestlemania. I had things going on, blah, 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 bullshit, whatever. But it's gotten deeper. And in today's video, we're going to talk about it. Now, guys, if you do not know, over on this channel, there's one thing that you guys got to do. You got to, number one, you got to like and subscribe. And the reason why you have to like and subscribe is because on this channel, where do we like to go? You guessed it, a different stratosphere. Because that's where we're trying to go, and that is 100% where we are going to go. Guys, I'm doing a lot of cool things. Definitely be sure to join the Discord down in the link in the description below. And I want to say that's it. Let me shut up and let's go talk about this storyline and how it could be the best ever.
Let's talk wrestling with Billy.
Yo, what is going on, YouTube? I'm not going to give you guys that little bullshit spiel that I just gave you up front, but what we are going to do is we're going to talk about this Bloodline storyline. And guys, things have changed. See, Roman Reigns is no longer the champion. The Gorillas of Destiny are now a part of WWE. Solo Sikoa is really running rampant wherever the hell he wants to. Jimmy Uso got beat up by them. Jey Uso is one of the biggest single superstars that there are. And the question is how are we going to get to where we need to go? Well, guys, if you do not know, I want to start with Jey and I want to start with Jimmy. So Jey and Jimmy, how do they play into the picture? Because they just had their match at WrestleMania. How can we further this storyline between them to eventually pretty much get them back together? I'm sorry if you guys hear this. I am in a basement right now, so you guys probably hear the furnace. I just didn't shut it off. So don't get too distracted by it. So how do we get to Jey and Jimmy, and how do we get them together? Well, the truth behind that is the way you get them together is you let it naturally happen. Because, see, their match at WrestleMania, it was an okay match. It wasn't the greatest, but they said in interviews how eventually they would like to come back together, probably finish off their career like that. So that's a very simple way to get the Usos back together. And how cool would it be to see the Usos versus the the Gorillas of Destiny, who were over in New Japan just running rampant, doing whatever the hell they wanted, over in New Japan and doing the things there. It's absolutely outstanding to think about. So we got those two. But then we have Solo Sikoa, and where does he lead? See, because a lot of people have expected Jacob Fatu, but see, that's not what happened. So we had Tama Tonga, who debuted in Detroit, which I talked about over on this channel. And then his brother, Tongaloa, ended up showing up at Backlash when Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga took on Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, and eventually Tongaloa showed up, and that's how they defeated Randy and Kevin. And thinking to that, I was like, oh, man, well, where do they fit Jacob Fatu into this? And there's a couple different ways I see it. I see Jacob Fatu fitting in this mix possibly as a babyface, because I've seen a lot of reports that came out that were saying like Jacob Fatu could be more ready than like what Solo Sikoa is. All this and that, excuse me, could be more ready than what Solo Sikoa is. And whether that be true or not, that's neither here nor there. But in the same instance, Jacob Fatu could fit as a babyface, and that way, The Rock can come back, join Solo Sikoa. You can have Jacob Fatu, Roman Reigns, and the Usos taking on Gorillas of Destiny, The Rock, and Solo Sikoa. It doesn't get much bigger than that. So you have Solo and Jacob feud, you have Roman and Rock feud, and then you have the Gorillas of Destiny and the Usos feud. I think that's the simplest way to tell the story. Now, you can bring in Sami Zayn. I've seen a couple people talk about Cody Rhodes possibly joining. It doesn't really make sense right now in this name of the game, because where they stand in this situation is Cody is like the ultimate babyface, and how could he join Roman? He would then have to forgive Roman for everything that he did, which seems kind of hard, right? Considering everything that Cody went through to eventually get that WWE Championship back, or not back, but get the WWE Championship from Roman. I think there's a lot of twirling parts. And I want to talk about why this is the best storyline ever. I really want to dive into that because there is a simple reason onto why this is the best story ever. And it's the waiting game. It is long-term storytelling. Long-term storytelling has been around for so long, and it's the reason why we watch professional wrestling. Now, for years, it feels like we went away from that. We went away from the long-term storytelling, and now that it's back, it seemed like the first little taste that we got of it, which would be this Bloodline storyline, it was everything that we wanted and more, and they hit the nail directly on the head. See, this storyline stems from an old administration coming into a new administration, one telling it, the other taking it to the moon. Obviously, adding Tongaloa and Tama Tonga was the nail on the head for this. It's like, oh, this is really a bloodline thing. Like, these guys are all a part of a bloodline. And this bloodline runs so deep. It really does. Like, if you genuinely think about how deep this thing goes, it's impeccable. But WWE has really done a good job at telling this story, making me want more, making me question what's going to happen next. And I get excited thinking about it. I get excited thinking about the future and where they're going to end up. Because there are so many things that need to happen still, but I'm just glad that we finally reached, I don't even want to say we finally reached the pinnacle, because I believe this year will be the pinnacle of this storyline. Eventually, these guys will all go on to do their own thing. And it's been one of the coolest stories to actually watch. I've appreciated this story so very much. Now, even though, coming out of WrestleMania, I do feel a certain way. Obviously, you guys know I was the biggest Cody supporter, and now we're kind of like in this little realm with Cody. That's a different video for a different time, and we'll talk about it. But it just seems like things in WWE, even post-WrestleMania, are going right. And to me, that's important. I think that's how you're going to win a broad audience. And don't get me wrong, they're still doing sellout after sellout after sellout. But man, are they going to continue because of how good the product is right now? And I think it starts with the storyline, the Bloodline storyline. It really does. In my eyes, it starts with them, and it trickles down. Because that Bloodline storyline going correctly and doing, just getting that right, that's what people are tuning in for right now. Whether people want to believe it or not, that is 100% what it is being tuned, or what people are tuning into. Now, I think I've done enough talking. I could be wrong, but I feel like I have. Guys, my name's Billy. If you're new here, definitely be sure to like this video. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel because, guys, if you subscribe, we get sent off to a different stratosphere. If you guys like the video, we get sent off to a different stratosphere, blah, blah, blah. You guys know the drill. Also, guys, I have a Discord link down in the description below. You guys can join the Discord. You guys can join the Discord, and we're going to be talking all about pro wrestling. I'm going to be live in the chat as often as I can. Guys, we're going to be doing post or live shows. Again, we're going to be doing a lot of fun and cool things, and I'm super excited. I really am. I'm really excited. I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to get this ball rolling, and we're not going to stop. We got a different mindset going. It's much different now. It's much different. So, guys, again, like, subscribe. Best storyline ever? Let me know down in the comment section below because I really want to get your guys' thoughts. Other than that, I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace.